So I got a question from a Tumblr user asking me about this girl, prosperoushealthylife on Instagram. She was very anorexic and now eats tons of carbs and looks great. Why doesn't she have metabolic damage? Well, I did some digging around on this girl and discovered that. So she says that her battle with anorexia started in her senior year in high school, September 2011, and that she was hospitalized in September 2012. So her anorexia basically lasted 1 year, and then she was in intensive care, and says it took her 1.5 years of intense inpatient treatment for her to heal and recover. So there's kind of the time frame, the skeleton. So at least 4 years ago. 4 years is plenty of time to recover. I don't have any experience with drugs in my system. I was anorexic and I was bulimic, but never to the extent that like this girl was, I never lost that much weight. I came down to like 19 BMI at my lowest point. And she says she brought her BMI down to 10. It takes a while to recover, but it doesn't take forever to recover. This girl, her Instagram, all of her photos are like pretty late stuff. It's all from about a year ago, it's now to a year ago, and she's got, and there is variation in how her body looks. She looks really fit, really healthy, and again, she is at least 4 years into a high carb but low fat vegan diet, which is what pretty much anyone can expect, if so long as they haven't like abused drugs or alcohol, or I don't know, so long as their body functioning hasn't collapsed, at some level. And I can say that because that's kind of what I went through, and I can't say I know anything about what it's like to recover from drug abuse because I haven't been there, or alcohol abuse, or extreme starvation or anything like that, because I haven't been there, or caffeine. I was never on caffeine, so I've got a leg up in some ways, but these aren't things that are impossible to recover from. Like, I don't doubt that it's I don't doubt that it's possible to recover. Obviously, she recovered, so she looks healthy, she looks fit, and metabolic damage doesn't stay with you for very long. Like, for me, I was through in 2 years. Like, I was done. I was back down to my healthy, normal weight, and 2 years is what it took for me. So what did it take for her? I don't know, but she is 4 years in. So, honestly, if I hadn't restricted my calories at first, or not at first, but like, there was the initial period where I ate whatever I want as much as I wanted of, like bananas and other fruits, where I literally could not touch any other food because I thought, I didn't know how other food reacted in my body, if it would make me fat or not. I knew bananas wouldn't, so I just ate bananas for a really long time. And then I started restricting my calories, lost a bit of weight, then got it right back up, and then finally stopped restricting my calories forever. And since then have just kind of dropped off. So that was, those 2 years. And I feel like everybody goes through this kind of stuff, like metabolic damage, recovery from metabolic damage. You see it even like if you diet for a week, restrict your calories for a week, then eat enough, eat however much you need to stop feeling hungry the next week, you'll put on more weight. And just so I'm clear, that's not a challenge to anyone. That's not a recommendation to anybody. It's just an imaginative exercise. Imagine yourself doing it. And if you've done something like that in the past, calorie restricted, you know exactly how it turns out. Every single time you get right back to where you started and add more weight on. And that's how fast it is. That's how fast the body reacts. The body just, it knows what it needs. And it will do whatever it takes to get it, and you just have to obey. You have to give it what it wants. You have to give it those calories. High carb, low fat vegan foods are the best for the body. No arguing that. So I believe she has recovered by the look of her, of what she portrays. But again, we don't actually know because we don't live with her. We don't see what she does every day, you know, so we don't actually know what she does, how much she eats, or anything like that. We just see these beautiful artistic photos that she posts of her food and stuff, which is great, you know. And she looks really healthy in her photos, which great job, great job. You know, she looks really fit, and I'd say kudos to her on her recovery. I don't think she should be suffering metabolic damage 4 years into her recovery, at least 4 years into her recovery. You know, she's done recovering. So there you go. That's my thoughts on her. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to ask anytime. Talk to you guys soon.